listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin popping, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
All right, everybody. Can y'all hear me? How y'all doing out there today on this, what is this, a good Wednesday, y'all? I think this is a good Wednesday, child. Oh, Lord, I'm excited. Y'all know why I'm excited? Because tomorrow's Thursday. And tomorrow, the Ooh Ladies first panel will be on Niecy Dixon's channel. So y'all make sure y'all follow Niecy Dixon and all the rest of the girls of the Ooh Ladies first panel so y'all can see what we're doing next. Tisha Tells, I think it's Tisha Tells. I think that's her name. I've watched a few of her videos, but she's going to be on the show tomorrow. So I'm excited to see, you know, what she has to bring. You know what I'm saying? What she has to say about us and the girls and the astrology of it all. I'm really excited about that. So as you can see, I've taken the time to create my damn thumbnail before we even get into the video, child. Because y'all know sometimes I like to wait, okay? Because you never know what I might talk about. Thank you so much, Kaylina, wait, Kaylina, aren't you already a member? What's going on? Do you have to keep like requesting to be a member every time? Like, what's going on? Okay, what's happening there? But I see a lot of my people up in here and I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Moderators, thank you so much. Members, Patreons, thank y'all so much. Okay, regular people that follow me, people that don't follow me but show up for all my videos. What's up? Those of you who are new, hi there. How you doing? My name's Bondi and I talk about things and I give my commentary on things and my unique perspective on things. Okay, that's what I do. So yeah, this is what we're talking about today. These are the people that we're talking about today. I want to go ahead and start. I'm going to start with Fat Joe. Let's get Fat Joseph out of the way, okay? Listen, Fat Joseph, make it make sense for me, Fat Joseph. And when I say make it make sense for me, what I mean by that is I have so much respect for Fat Joseph as a rapper and, you know, just the OG in hip hop because I am a hip hop head to some extent. I say to some extent. So, first y'all said that Drake was like our version of Michael Jackson. And I was like, nigga, whose version? Child, the Great Value version, the Dollar General version, the Family Dollar version, the Equate version. Okay, the Equate version. Okay, like I'm not doing this with y'all. Okay, all of these false ass equivalences that y'all like to throw out there, I don't understand it. Okay. But let me go ahead and pull up this article. Fat Joseph. Okay. As you may recall, a special edition of Rap City dubbed Rap City 2021 aired earlier this month. I did not know that. At one point in the special, Big Tigger, who previously hosted the original series, sat down with Fat Joe to play a rap-based game. Essentially, the game involved Big Tigger name dropping an earlier rapper and Fat Joe having to name the modern version of that artist. The very first rapper to be brought up was Tupac. After thinking it over for a bit, Fat Joe revealed who he believes is the modern day Tupac. The baby. That's right, y'all. That's right. 51-year-old Fat Joseph opened up his mouth and declared that the baby was the Tupac equivalent. He said, I should know the Tupac one. I don't know. It's hard to be these guys. I mean, you're asking me some crazy stuff. I would concur. It is crazy. Okay. Yesterday, the Giving What It's Supposed to Give rapper uploaded a clip from Fat Joe and Big Tigger's exchange and agreed with the Tupac comparison. Okay. The baby. Of course, the baby agreed. The baby continued through his Instagram story writing, this gonna make the slam the iPhone on the floor, Fat Joe. Yeah, it is. It is. I wouldn't slam my expensive ass iPhone on the floor. That's just ridiculous. But I would absolutely be disgusted and appalled by that false equivalence, by that failed comparison. Okay, that is not what's giving. That's not what it's giving. That's not what it's giving at all, Fat Joseph. Okay, that's not. I went and got a facial today, y'all. So my hair is like wrapped up like this. When I get a facial, it always like makes my hair look weird. So wrap my hair. Don't judge me. I don't even really want to be on camera, but I'm here. Okay, Fat Joseph. Sir. So let's leave stats out of it. Let's leave stats out of it and just really work off of the energy, because it was a game, right? It's a game. It's not a big deal. It's a game. Who cares? But I wanted to talk about this because I feel like I'm tired of people making false equivalences, okay? Tupac, hold up. Let me go ahead and pull it up because I don't want to say anything wrong. Tupac, Jesus Christ. Y'all are missing. Y'all, I have the biggest, life or death crush. Tupac died at 25, y'all. Tupac died at 25 in 1996. He was one of the biggest stars, the biggest rappers of all time, off his music and his movies in 1996 when he died. Let me just run it right quick from Wikipedia, child. Okay, Shakur is one of the best-selling music artists of all time, having sold over 75 million records worldwide. In 2002, he was inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. In 2017, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. Rolling Stone named Shakur in its list of the 100 greatest artists of all time. Outside music, Shakur also found considerable success as an actor, with his starring roles as Bishop in Juice, Lucky in Poetic Justice, Ezekiel in Gridlocked, and Jake in Gang Related, all of which garnered praise from critics. So the reason why this mainly upsets me is because I know Tupac's backstory, and I know how smart and intelligent and well-read and well-versed, and how much of the historical context is there when you are talking about an artist like Tupac. So I'm sorry, y'all. It's definitely disrespectful for you to make an equivalence because the baby is currently one of the most hated. And see, that's what he's thinking of. Because Tupac was an artist that was very salacious during the time, went to jail for a rape case. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe he did it. We believe that some other people did it and he caught the rap for it because it was his party. And the girl and the guy who allegedly did it was in cahoots against him. It's all kind of like backstory to that. But bottom line, Tupac went to jail for assaulting a woman, and he didn't actually assault the woman, from what is understood. Okay? That's what happened. And he would get up there and he would say things. But do you know what Tupac would get in trouble for saying? Tupac would get in trouble for saying shit like, we tired of asking white people for handouts. Tupac would get in trouble for telling black folks with the respectability politics, fuck y'all, we tired of this shit. Because what he realized even back then was that it did not matter how perfect we presented ourselves, they were still going to find a reason to make it okay what happens in this country. They were still going to find a reason to make this unbalance okay, or still find a reason to ignore it, or to say it's not happening. The denial of it really is the thing that like racks my brain, the denial of it. Things are very clear, very plain. You can look at historical context, you can look at numbers, and you will still have vice presidents in two different parties at two different times in history getting up on a public platform to say that America is not a racist country. It is mind-boggling, especially when one of those was the very first black, half-black female vice president in the history of the country. The very first one in 2021, following the very first black male president who also had to be biracial and not 100% black, right before your term. And these look, cops skipping a jump right before your term. But you know what I'm saying, okay? Like, just that proves that this country is built in a place of racism, okay? So Brenda's got a baby. Yes, there were so many things that Tupac added to the overall energy of our culture that was both positive and negative, but absolutely positive in a real way. Can y'all tell me what the baby has done as far as his public platform or in his music that is in any way, shape, or form been positive or spoke on the truth about what black women go through? In like, that's another thing. As much as they tried to get Tupac up on that woman situation, on that, on that assault charge and all of that, and him going to jail for that, he was not known to be somebody that was overall disrespectful to women in all of his music. There was actually like a effort to speak positively, an effort, to actually uplift some black women, and not all the time with the bitches and hoes and all the music. Okay? So it annoyed me when I thought about, like that comparison. Like, someone being a rapper, black and controversial, does not mean that they should be compared to somebody that was exemplary, not only in their category, but at their age as a person. Tupac was exemplary, not just as a rapper, but as a person. If anybody ever listened to the things that the man said, like, how could you ever compare that to the dude talking about titty fucking a girl in the song? Like, come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And what are you wearing? Never mind. I don't even want to know what he's wearing. I'm going to move on from there because I said what I said. So, y'all, let's move on to like stories that we want to uplift in prayer, but that we still have so many questions about. Okay, Hitman Holla, y'all. I'm a fan of Wildin' Out. I don't know if y'all are. I love me some Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out, especially the older seasons. I don't know what the hell they doing this season. Listen, Linda. If you can't have the guests come in, then we don't need the guests. But having them, you can even have them virtually perform. But I swear to God, them being on that screen up there, we forget that they're even there until y'all throw their sound in. Like, I just kind of feel like, let's just not have guests until y'all can have the guests checked out 2 weeks in advance before they, whatever y'all got to do to make sure that people can come in. Because like, y'all have a whole set of people there. Y'all have a set, y'all have the people behind the set, and then y'all have the audience members all in the cars and shit. But somehow we can't get any of the actual people on Wildin' Out. That just, anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to speak on that. But anyway, Hitman Holla is on Wildin' Out. One of my favorite shows, right? And recently, we needed to lift his girlfriend up in prayer. His girlfriend, Cinnamon. Okay, I ain't know nothing about his girlfriend, but this story just kind of like, whoa. All right, hold up. Let me get a little drink of my coffee, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it. Y'all like the video. Okay. So yesterday, on Tuesday, Wild 'N Out star Hitman Holla, real name Gerald Fulton Jr., shared some troubling news through social media. He made an Instagram post revealing that his girlfriend Cinnamon was shot on the side of her face during a home invasion. He said, "Last night, forts broke in and ran into our home and shot Cinnamon. Bullet went through her cheek and out the back of her head. She's at the hospital now being strong. Send prayers my way because y'all couldn't imagine what I'm going through right now. Pray for me too, because I'm ready to lose it all." We know. Child, I can only imagine. I would probably be like about to go to jail. So Hitman Holla shared additional information in the caption revealing he wasn't home during the incident and he was coaching her on what to do over FaceTime. He said, "Imagine being on FaceTime with your girl while being out of town and she's telling you it's people in the house at 1 a.m. So you coaching her on what to do 1,000 miles away. She showed courage and let shots off defending our home. I'm so proud of how she was so brave. I can't stop crying, man. Please send positive energy our way. I need it, y'all. I really, really need it. I've never felt this kind of pain. This message was for my fans and family and friends all at once. Please help us get through this." Okay, Lord, that's so terrible. A few hours after Hitman Holla's upload, Cinnamon herself spoke on the situation, thank God. And she posted, "Honestly, I really don't know what to say, but to give thanks to the man above. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. He really had his angels watching over me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. I could never thank you enough. I never knew I was this strong until now. Thank you for all the amazing support because I honestly wouldn't know what to do in a time like this. I've never been so afraid in my life, man, but I was covered by the blood of Jesus. I love y'all so much." Cinnamon caption the upload, "It's going to be a long journey, but I'm ready for it." Man, that's a blessing. First of all, the Lord. Okay, can we talk about the Lord in this situation? Like, oh my gosh, like the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For her to live and not have major damage to her, like to herself, she's gonna have to go through, physical therapy and all of that. But the fact that she can type a message to somebody says that her mind is working, and that's the most important part. But I'm definitely sending prayers to them. The only thing about this, though, y'all, did she call the police? That's all. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. And that's just because I'm curious to know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? That she had, like did she call the cops and then call him and he coached her through? You know what I'm saying? Cause like the way it sounded, it was like nobody called the cops or nothing. I'm just gonna call my old man while this is happening, and I'm being this bitch like this is Belly or something like that. And I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering about that. She didn't write that. He did. Okay, I love your logic, but I'm sorry, but my mind went straight to did they call the police though? Because wouldn't there been like a police situation from this? You can text 911. I'm forever telling women this. Okay. Y'all, you could text 911. I did not know that. Now y'all know. At least now we all know. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if she did or not. Not saying that she didn't, but I just, that wasn't said. And because we did, like, we heard it from him. We didn't hear, like, "Oh, y'all, the police reporting this happened at this home." You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't come from the media. And I feel like, yeah, Hitman Holla may not be that big, but some niggas storming in your house at 1 a.m. and shooting your girl in the face, and you on anybody's television network, that shit would at least have made somebody's local news. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what is going on here? Even after did he call it? Like, that's what I'm like. I'm sure the cops were called at some point because right, they had to rush her to the hospital. I'm sure ambulance was called. But it just kind of seemed weird because there's no reason why people should have known you was out of town. I understand what you mean. I want all the federales en route if somebody. That's what I'm saying. Like, meow, 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 meow. I want them down the street. Do you hear me? Okay, like that's all. But I really, I'm so glad that she is okay, and I hope that she continues to, do well. And prayers up to her and to the family that she heals, and because I know that's gonna fuck up her psyche. Like, there's no way like going through something like that not gonna fuck up your mindset. And his too. And they just boyfriend and girlfriend. Even if they are living together, like that's a lot of stress to put on two people, let alone the whole relationship. So prayers up for Hitman Holla and Cinnamon, because that's some terrible shit to go through. Not every city is equipped for text to police. Child, listen, Linda. I'm gonna do all that if I can. Text, call, somebody call them for me. Email. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on the phone. Somebody in here, hold on, let me call you back so I can call my mama and tell her. Somebody here, mama. Okay, I'm gonna call. I called the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be calling every damn body so everybody will know that something is going on. Get y'all ass over here. Prayer in numbers, my nigga. Prayer in numbers. Okay. All right, but yeah, nah, I definitely prayers up for them, and I hope that they work, everything is worked out. Child, listen, I believe you, because out here in New Orleans, the dispatchers will send you to an answer machine. They'll send you to an answer machine. So listen, I understand. Okay, New Orleans is probably not built for that shit neither. I'm gonna do it all though. Okay, I'm gonna call the police officers. I know everything. Okay. Celebrities should avoid sharing their locations online. Absolutely. Like, I honestly try not to tell y'all where I'm at until after. Because I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way things have gone around here. People sending shit to my house and all that type of stuff. But that's okay, because we still have our ignorant ass dog. You know what I'm saying? And he's still ignorant. Um, I'm about, we're gonna get another two. Honestly, I don't know what the next one is going to be, but we're definitely like, once everything is done and situated with the house, security system, and new ignorant dogs. Okay, at least one or two new big ignorant dogs. Okay, just because I don't trust nobody. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into on a computer, like Sydney and scream. There's somebody in here. I'm a white woman. Mm. My dog will help them get in shit. Not Barack. Not Barack. Barack don't even like motherfuckers he know coming over here. Hey, I don't care who you are. Roof, roof, roof. Yeah, I know you. Roof, roof, roof. I don't. Okay. Um. Oh, I see what y'all did. 911 shit. Yeah, okay. I see what y'all saying in the comments. Y'all talking about that 911 call dispatch shit. Yeah. Child, let's go ahead and get into Blac Chyna, because I don't know what's going on with Blac Chyna, child. So, y'all, Blac Chyna has some choice words for a crowd of people in Miami International Airport this weekend. Let's go ahead and share the screen so we could play the clip. Because Lord have mercy, I don't know what is going on in the world today, but it's crazy. Hold up, can we do that? Yeah, let's do that. All right.
That's like living in what's up. You can't fuck with me. You can't get in my business. And this is all real rap shit.
Girl, what? Real rap shit? Real rap shit? I'm sorry, ma'am, what? I'm sorry, ma'am, what?
And the poor is gonna get poorer.
The poor is gonna get poor. Yeah, it feels that way.
So go get the fucking vaccine and stop being stupid, ho.
Oh, who you calling a hoe?
Nah, I knock niggas down for a living, ho.
Oh, you do?
And I'm a real bitch.
Oh, okay.
No cap.
No
From
cap.
DC.
No
From
cap.
fucking DC to Miami to LA.
All
That's like
places.
living in what's up.
Okay.
You can't fuck with me.
Okay.
You can't get in my business. And this is all real rap shit.
Okay. So was it a song? Was we screaming a song? Was it a lyric? Hold up, y'all. Because I feel like, but wait, there should be more. There was definitely more. Hold up. I'm trying to exit the full screen, and child, it's telling me no. It's telling me no, you guys. Wait a minute. She must have been jonesing. She needed it in the worst way. She needs some milk. Not real rap shit. Listen, not real rap shit. Wait a minute. Let me go pull up my nah, let me TMZ the situation because TMZ always got that full on there. Okay, TMZ gonna have the full clip. Where is it at? Where's the Blac Chyna clip? Hold up, let me search. Cause Jasmine Brand froze on me just then. Okay. I don't know why she's telling people to get vaccinated. Who that's just disrespectful. All right, hold up, y'all, because TMZ won't put ads and stuff on shit. So you just gotta, you gotta sit in the moment and wait. All right. Come on, Red Table Talking, Jada. Okay, hold up. Get your ass up, hurry up. Bam. Bam. Let's go back here. Okay. Okay, so this is from another camera angle all the way back here. Okay. Not with all the white people. Not with all the Caucasian people. Like, who is this? Why is the security just standing there? Okay, so that's just like a spin. Okay, so that's just like a different angle. There wasn't more. But wait, I thought there was more. Okay. So I'm back on the screen. Okay. Child, not Craigie's. Wait. Okay, so here's Blac Chyna having a very public freak out in an airport terminal, yelling at folks to go get effing back. WAP. Okay, so y'all know just in case. You got to see the video. Blac Chyna standing in the terminal, blah, blah, blah. We're told a lady holding a baby went up to Chyna to ask for a photo. And that's when Blac Chyna started ranting about how the woman better get the shot. Blac Chyna, BTW, is, she got the jab. She got her jab earlier this year while live streaming. As you can see, most of the airline travelers just sit there in stunned silence, and no one seems to react much to the animated blue-haired Blac Chyna as she keeps going off. By the end of the rant, she's not even talking about the shot. Instead, she's going off about her Washington, D.C. roots. MIA cops tell us they never got a call for the incident. So no blood, no foul. Basically, if ain't nobody call the police because she was disturbing the peace, then, I mean, the way I see people acting a fool in the airport all the time, I don't understand why Blac Chyna gotta be so different. Shit, at least she wasn't on a plane acting a damn fool. At least she was down to the terminal acting a fool, okay? Just embarrassing herself further. But shit, I mean, I also feel like, but ma'am, like, your leg, never mind. I'm gonna just let it go. But I'm just saying, don't be telling no, listen. Hey, Amani, thank you so much for the super chat, love. I was like, Chyna, stop telling everybody your business, Chyna. You're letting everybody know what's going on with you. Okay, you're telling everybody what's going on with you, Chyna. Please use some of that money to get you some real good therapy. Get you a good, nice black therapist to help you work through your mommy issues so you can like get sober and clean and get like well adjusted and just do something better with yourself, Chyna. Because this is just getting depressing at this point, girl. How old are you? How many times are we gonna have public outbreaks like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, we adults, girl. We adults. We can't be out here letting everybody know what our drug problems look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do what you do at your house, but don't be out here letting everybody know what your drug problem look like. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it feels like. I don't know if that's what it is, but I don't know what type of, like, coherent, nine-high person goes out in public acting like this. I don't know what that's about. She doesn't even have a mask on. Point made. You don't even have a mask on. What are you talking about? See, I never thought it was about the poke because it never made sense from the very beginning. My love, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you saying? You don't have a mask on. What are you talking about the poke for? This is not about the poke. What's going on? What are we saying? Girl, what? She did that, yes, at Disney World with the stroller. Got into it with somebody with the stroller. Y'all gonna learn to stop going up to Blac Chyna asking for pictures. I don't understand why y'all want a picture with the girl anyway. What did she do that y'all feel like she's celebrity enough for you to want to have a picture with her? For what? Okay, that's weird. I'm just saying I want Blac Chyna and all the girls that be letting everybody see what their issues look like to get them some therapy, use their money to do something to help them mentally and spiritually so they can stop being out here being, this type of example. Because my girl was doing way too much with a cute wig on. She was doing way too much with a cute wig on. I'm sorry, China girl. It seemed like an issue and a problem that you need to get under control. Get it under control, China, because this is not what I wanted for any of the girls. Okay. And I know the girls are out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do, but girl, this doesn't seem healthy for you, for your kids. Like this type of behavior, like this is telling of something. Like this is telling that you are out of control. So that means sooner or later we'll get like a video crying somewhere. You need help, girl. Please pull 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 a pussy up, okay? Speaking of people that need to pull their shit together, let's go ahead and talk about Boosie. Let's talk about Boosie Kela. Okay, so listen, y'all. Boosie has new legal problems. As previously reported, Boosie, y'all know that's Torrance. Torrance and his entourage were accused of vandalizing property during a concert at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. I heard about this fight, y'all. Because it happened over the weekend. I woke up, they was like, yeah, Boosie and them got in a big ass fight on the stage. And then that was really that. Well, this week he's being arrested because of that. Child, that means they must have did their due diligence and looked at some video and pictures and decided they was gonna move forward with pressing charge. Excuse me. So the alleged incident went down earlier this month after an onstage fight broke out. Boosie and his team are accused of damaging items belonging to the rapper's production company during the brawl. Additionally, they're accused of vandalizing State Farm Arena property after exiting the stage. As a result of the antics, the 38-year-old rapper was removed from the Legends of the Streets tour. Baltimore, I'm in the city, been here since 10 a.m. They not letting me perform at the arena, but I will be at the after party lit. Okay. This is the move they pulling off on the tour, so you can't get refunds. Read it loud and clear. People, go read a side door. Cut out, well, hello, wait, shit out to all my Baltimore fans. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Boosie be saying. Now Boosie is continuing to face the consequences of his alleged vandalism. According to reports, Boosie was taken into custody Monday and charged with criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, criminal trespassing, and inciting a riot. The Set It Off rapper spent the night in Fulton County Jail and was released on Tuesday after signing his own bond. It is currently unclear when Boosie will be doing court. Boosie's latest legal troubles come less than 3 years after he was arrested with ex-NFL star Antonio Allen in Georgia after getting caught with drugs and firearms. Additionally, this new arrest comes almost 3 weeks after he released his highly anticipated biopic, My Struggle. Okay, now listen. Y'all, this is what I be talking about that makes no sense to me. Boosie, you sickly, you like 30 something years old and you look like you in your 50s. You're barely hanging on, sir. Explain to me why you think at this juncture in your very fragile career, do you think it is necessary for you to get into a brawl and a fight on stage at your show? And now they're not allowing you to perform at any other venue or at the other venue for the streets tour or whatever because of what you did at this venue. So why isn't somebody like pointing out this like violent behavior that I keep? I'm like, it's violent behavior that I keep seeing from these dudes. Like, when are y'all gonna learn? When y'all gonna chill out? I'm just saying. Like, do you have to constantly be the stereotype of a violent black man all the time, or ignorant violent one at that? a regressed, ignorant, violent one at that. Like, why does it have to be this way? And I feel like it's the same thing with the baby. Every time you turn around, he's choking somebody up, beating somebody, throwing somebody in a dumpster, kicking somebody in the chest, having a security man. It's always something. And Boosie is too old for this. Y'all, Boosie is too old for Boosie is in his 30s, y'all. Boosie is in probably his mid to late 30s at this point. He's not that much older than me. He's had a very hard life. Yes, Baton Rouge does not make for good lives for everybody, especially if you are poor. Okay. Now, if you got you a nice little middle class life out there because you work at the plant, then yeah. But you out here in these streets thugging it, okay, and doing with the Boosie with the ball fade like to do, okay. You know what I hope for and I pray for? I hope and I pray that one day, for Black people specifically, our entrance or access to more, because we've been withheld from so much, that eventually our access helps us start to seek out more mental and emotional and spiritual clarity, and not just the kind that we use to browbeat other people, or the type of religion that we throw out there because it sounds good, like Suki Hana and Kill Bill did on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I didn't even talk about that in the video because I was just so, in my mind about the energy I was feeling off of just watching Suki and her energy and all of that. But in the scene where she goes to therapy with Kill Bill and she's like, I'm the one that pray over my food and I help you. I got a relationship with God. I talk to God. He the one that made a way for me to do this. Anytime somebody wants to act like they have a relationship with God, they love, what God has done for me. And, he the only reason I didn't made it through. And listen, when you are young, you hear a lot of older people say that. So you get through one or two hardships in your life and you commit that to your vocabulary as a way to make it seem as if you have some deep, profound connection with God. But listen to me when I say this, and listen to me and hear me with love and hear me with open ears. If your relationship with your religion, if your relationship with God does not aid in your mentality, in your spirit, in your mindset being elevated, it's not working. At some point, the mental has to elevate. At some point. It used to be because we didn't have as much access. Now it seems like we have access to everything, and the mentality still continues to degrade and degrade. Y'all, even the rappers, when we were growing up, like as they got older, they stopped doing shit like this. After Snoop got off on that murder charge, it was no more situations like that. Nigga became real chill after that. Because at some point, you got to learn a lesson that you can't go through your life acting like that. And promoting that and acting like that's cool. And then ignoring when we're having conversations about the violence being committed. And this type of shit is like totally okay. We be brawling at a stadium. That's crazy to me. I'm not going nowhere where it's about to bust into a huge fight. The fuck? That's crazy to me, y'all. That's insane. That's why I don't go nowhere now. I want to experience, I want to go places, but I'm little. Y'all not going to trample me out this. Y'all not. Because I'm about to get my license to carry. And I'll be the little bitch in a bit. Listen, y'all have got to stop. Okay? Gucci, Jay-Z, Nas, Shine, everybody eventually learned the lesson. And it's sad to see people come up behind them that are not that much younger, older, whatever, and they still refuse to learn the lesson from the rappers that come before them. So I don't know how many chances he think he got, but see, here's the thing. He like Kevin Samuels. He's just like Kevin Samuels. There is a subset group of the regressed, ignorant ass people that defend and uphold people like Boosie because they feel he is a representation of the space that they are holding on to. The ignorance, the low level energy that they stay in, they want to stay in that space. So they love to liken themselves to the ignorant mindsets of people like Boosie. I know I saw him. the hair. The hair was a lot. The hair was a lot in BMF. I've been watching BMF, y'all. It is good. I'm trying to keep up. Black women, get you a deuce. Get that license. Okay? Okay? Stun gun, a regular gun. Okay, learn how to kick you in the chest, can outrun your big ass, all that shit. Look, I'm about having as many, you know what I'm saying, like defenses as you can have out here. Okay, I know what I'm walking around with. Bonnie, I'm gonna need you to get that instance ASAP. I don't like that. I mean that license, y'all. Reading shit all messed up. Oh yeah, y'all already knew. No, I mean license to carry like in public. Like I have licenses on my guns. I just mean like license to openly carry with me. That's gonna happen soon. So you know. Don't roll up on me. Yeah, let's talk about Too Short. Okay, let's talk about Too Short. Another problematic ass black man. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So Too Short. Too Short, y'all. I like to spread it out. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna all just be about problematic black man. We'll end this with a problematic black woman. We'll end this with Nick of the Minaj, and then we'll see whatever miscellaneous bullshit y'all might want me to talk about before I get out of here. You know. Gotta go finish watching Our Kind of People. So, y'all, Too Short is acknowledging his resurfaced controversy and apologizing. Y'all, when I saw this video resurfacing, I was like, why are we talking about this again? Who brought this up again? We already talked about this when it happened. I hate when y'all bring up old shit. Like, what is that about? Like, what are you bringing up old shit for? Like, honestly, my opinion doesn't change. I still feel the same about him, whether he apologizes or not. That, like, a lot of them men in LA, y'all are colorist, problematic, toxic ass black men that love to vocalize your appreciation for any woman that is not showing up as African American in its entirety. She has to be mixed with something else in order to be considered attractive. And then on top of that, your old ass who's old enough to be Sweetie's fucking daddy or granddaddy, you're sitting up there talking about how attractive she and her mama is, you know, basically flirting with her, you nasty ass old man. Let me tell y'all something. If you old enough to be a young girl's daddy and y'all are in some type of conversation, I'm gonna need for you to wait for her to flirt with you. And I mean, really, I'm gonna need for her to actually advance you. And for you to be sure about it before you decide to start making those types of advances, because that shit is creepy. Please stop. And you can tell throughout the interview that she was uncomfortable. But the issue with this whole situation, I feel like, is the fact that when they did the interview, she was so uncomfortable. She tried to change the subject. And then they turn around and somehow blame Sweetie when the video resurfaces. Somehow it was Sweetie's fault, what he said. Okay, which did not make any kind of sense to me at all. Okay, but it does make sense because that's the insanity that we live in. Like, no matter what, you have the evidence of a man saying and doing something, and still somehow there's a woman in a room, we're gonna find a way to blame her for it. Okay, so he said he loved interracial relationships. He said, I am from the Bay. When I leave from the Bay as a youngster moving around, you would see a racially ambiguous girl and you're like, what you mixed with? And they would get offended. They'd be like, I'm black. And I'm like, nah, you definitely mixed with something. That is fucked up within itself. That is fucked up within itself, that you think that a girl can't just be regular black if she is attractive or if she is extremely beautiful. She has to be mixed with something else. That right there is an ignorant mindset that I thought we had really gotten past, but I guess fucking around with Too Short, I realized we have not. We have not. He said, but in the Bay, you meet a girl, and before you even say her name, be like, what you mixed with? And she probably tell you that her mom is this or her mom is that. That's because she's used to you asking that ignorant ass question. That's why. And also probably because there are a lot of mixed kids in that area versus in other areas where there aren't as many mixed couples. There are areas in every place that has like a higher population of interracial couples, for sure. But on a large scale, in most of middle America and in country towns, outside of large cities, outside of large populations of Black people, there are not a lot of interracial relationships. So of course, when you go outside of Los Angeles in the Bay Area, which is probably largely populated with Black, Latino, and Filipino people, from what I understand. Just like here in New Orleans, there are a lot of Black, Vietnamese, white people. Okay, that's our makeup over here. But at the end of the day, New Orleans is a place that has so much culture and the people are so mixed up. Nobody's going to really ask you what you are when you're from here because we all know how mixed up we are. So nobody's going to ask you that. Like, we don't really ask that shit a lot in my community because we already know it can be, we already know what it is. You from here, then ain't no reason to ask what you are. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? For us anyway. But that doesn't make what he said okay. And the fact that he thought the shit was okay. Okay, so then he goes on to say, mixed heritage women have always been my favorite. It's not like we care, Too Short. Like, we're not trying to fuck you. So whatever your fave is, nobody really cares. But whenever Black men vocalize these types of statements, it reinforces Black women who are from two Black parents feeling that they're not good enough, which goes along with the societal racism that we deal with. So thanks for adopting that fucked up mindset and then disseminating that amongst the culture as if that is okay. It's just my preference. No, it's not. It's not just your preference. It's not. It's not. It's a tool of racism that you've committed to your memory. And now you just garble out that bullshit to people as if somebody's supposed to give a fuck about what your preference is. I'm going to go on. He said, like, I don't think I've ever fallen in love with a woman that wasn't mixed. And the Bay did that to me. No, nigga, you did that to yourself. I feel that and I say that because I know what it's like to grow up in a place where lighter complected, softer, curlier hair, light eyes is considered to be more beautiful. Growing up in New Orleans, that is very much a thing here. The colorism is very much a thing in New Orleans, okay? You were considered bourgeoisie, okay, the light-skinned part of the family, the dark-skinned part of the family. Like, trust me, we have that here. But you make an active choice to realize that that shit is ignorant and I'm not going to live into that. At some point, somebody had to tell you, show you, or you had to see an example through historical context that that's a fucked up mindset to have, and you still chose to go along with that. Boy, bye. Anyway, so he says, like, biracial babies are. You can take the ugliest motherfuckers from different races and they fuck and make a baby, and that baby just be beautiful. It happens all the time. It's true. Honestly, you know what's true? What's true is you can put two ugly people together and make a pretty baby. It doesn't need to have specific ethnicity to it. Okay? Come on, New Orleans people. Come on, New Orleans people. We understand this special brand of ignorant. Okay, child, we understands this. That's why I'm not about to let him get away with that shit. So at this point, Sweetie interjects by exclaiming, bruh, like you're ruining the fucking interview, okay? And Too Short then adds, you be like, I know y'all did not make that pretty baby girl, but you can see the features in it though. Like y'all did. I see it. True story. Recently, Too Short's aforementioned comments have resurfaced, and he's been slammed as a colorist by many. In response to the backlash, the ghetto rapper had apologized for his remarks. He recently said, I would like to apologize to anybody that's offended by my words. I'm from the Bay Area. I come up in the Bay, and the whole racial thing to me has never been a factor in my circles. Obviously, it has been a factor if you've committed to... Listen, if you have actually put the words together in your mind that I have never fallen in love with a regular Black girl, it's always been mixed girls, my dude, how can you say that the racial thing is not a part of your circles? It is absolutely a part of your circles. What the fuck are you talking about? In the Bay, there are a lot of mixed cultures and mixed people, like it was like that way before I got there. Right, because the Bay Area being mixed is the problem, not you being obsessed with it. Like, anyway, I'm not really into the whole hatred of I hate you because you're light or you're the best because or you're the best because you're dark. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not how any of that goes. I'm just not really into that. I love my blackness and I love my family on my mother's side and my father's side. We have every complexion, light, curly, dark, everything. You can't have blood in your body that makes you better than some. You can't have blood in your body that makes you better than someone else. But you are the one that opened up your mouth to say mixed heritage women have always been my favorite. You're the one that like biracial baby, like you put all of that out there. Like, and now you're trying to like talk to people as if you are like reprimanding somebody. Like, nigga, what? He wrapped up his apology by saying you can't be born or better. I'm sorry, you can't be born of better parents or better breeding. There is no such thing. Real beauty is in every economic class, every race, and you can go find that ugly exactly everywhere too. Yes, right in our community with the men in our community that speak against us by omitting our beauty as something that they love and appreciate. The omission of Black women is a problem as well, meaning the ignoring of us, the erasure of us. You like your blackness because you're a Black man in this society, and in this society, being a Black man is attractive to everybody, to white women, to Latino women, to Black women. Everybody wants a Black man, especially one that has a, okay? So at the end of the day, you really like, I feel like Black men have such a blind spot for this because they want all the consideration and love for their blackness. And then when somebody points out that they don't handle Black women in that way, then all of a sudden it's, I want to apologize for my statements and that's not what I meant at all. But you've been living your whole fucking life feeling like mixed girls were your favorite. Right. You're fully Black, so you must not like yourself. And that says a lot. Like, how can you see the features? That's another thing that's ignorant as fuck. How can you see the features? Doesn't that mean you can also see the beauty? Here's another thing. The features. What does that mean? That's what we talking about, featureism. That's what we be talking about, featureism, y'all. We were trying to talk about the difference on Basketball Wives between Kristen and OG because they were both dark complected women, and we were trying to explain featureism, and everybody wants to be like, it's a slippery slope. No, the fuck it's not. It's very simple. It's very simple. Anything that looks more like big nose, big lip, dark complected, big booty, Black women, anything that looks like that, y'all deem negative unless it's wrapped up in some white shit. And let you know, or I need smaller nose. Okay, or I need to have, full lips but not big lips, or my skin doesn't need to be that dark. Child, I'm tired of y'all acting like shit not happening, and then you have examples like this of what the mentality is amongst him, men like him, the people who listen to his music growing up. Like, that's another thing. You think he didn't make those same colorist comments in his music? I'm sure he made those comments in his music because a lot of these niggas did and do. I do think that the language in the music needs to change. Some of that shit is already out there. We already called each other bitches and hoes because of the music. Like, I'm a subject to my environment. I get it. But ultimately, I feel like a change has got to happen because what you put into the music absolutely affects us in one way or another. Okay? But that is not to say that the music is not already reflecting the problem that we have in the first place. Like, even before they were talking about the things in the music, the mentality was still there. It's just reflecting the ignorant shit he's been taught. It's just unfortunate that you prolong our culture and our society upholding those ignorant mindsets when you put it in music instead of learning that it's a negative, bad thing. And it kills me because it's like everybody knows how racism affects Black people, but we can't seem to understand how colorism affects Black people. Or maybe not the word colorism, but just the overall wanting to erase with Black people or Black, how Black people show up in their entirety. We have to be mixed with something in order to be attractive. or we have to be mixed with something else in order to be beautiful. Like, that's what you really want to say. That's that's how you really feel. You feel like there's nothing special about us regular Black girls who just have two Black parents. You feel like we have to be mixed with some other nationality in order for us to be deemed special or attractive or, particularly beautiful or whatever. That's what you feel. And that's unfortunate. That is a product of racism that you've been taught. And you need to unlearn, because you've now given that to so many other people and impressed that upon so many other people. And y'all, we can act like it doesn't harm us, but y'all, every time I be seeing little shit like this, yeah, it's a drop in the bucket, but it's like a little paper cut. Little slight little paper cut every time you see another Black man like publicly denounce or publicly show favoritism of everything except who he is and who we are, and then turn around and talk about how proud of their Blackness it is. It's just, it's annoying. It's annoying. Exactly. It's not that they don't understand. They don't want to understand the effects of colorism, right? They feel that way and they want to continue to be that way regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just like that weirdo. Y'all, while I'm thinking about it, let me pull up that little fucking weirdo. Hold up, y'all. Before we get to the Nicki Minaj situation, let me pull up Kodak Black's little weird ass. Okay, listen, because this is another thing that was baffling to my mind this week. When I watched this video, hold up, I'm about to pull it up because apparently this is an old video of Kodak Black, dancing with his mother, but the way he was touching and grabbing on her was inappropriate. Okay, let me see. Y'all can see. All right, I'm about to play it. All right, y'all see them dancing, right? Y'all see Kodak's hand on his mom's ass, like fingers almost in her ass, and she knew he was wrong because she backed him away. And look, she trying to walk away. He grabbing her again. She trying to get away. Now he trying to kiss her all in her face. She like, boy, stop. She laughing and look. She laughing and all of that, but she wanted him to stop. You know what I'm saying? She wants him to stop. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but it felt inappropriate to me. Okay? Inappropriate to me. If I ever seen my husband or my man grab his mama's ass like this right here, if I'd ever seen something like that, if I'd ever seen, do you know we wouldn't be together no more? Do you know I'd be filing for divorce? Do you know that? Do you know we wouldn't be together? Then he tried to kiss her in her mouth and she moved her face. So the reason why I bring that up is because Kodak Black is also one of those people that talked about, early on in his career, wanted to vocalize that he don't like dark-skinned women and he doesn't want a dark-skinned woman that looks like him. And it's like, first of all, don't nobody want you. Cause don't nobody care. But then when I see you have this type of weird sexual, touching, or it's not gonna say inappropriate touching of your mother, who is very close to your skin tone, who is a dark-skinned Black woman, I'm confused. I'm really, really confused by that. This is not what you're attracted to, but you damn sure look like you're showing a little bit too much attraction to your mama right now. What is going on? What is going on? Child, everybody needs their heads examined. Yeah, exactly. You're dark, your mama dark, and you don't want a dark woman. It's giving Norman Bates vibes. He's a creep all around, ain't he though? Lord, pray for the baby. Somebody let him shoot up their club? Oh my God. Child, y'all go ahead and like this video before we move on to the last topic. I got that weed in my system. Somebody gonna be my victim. Thank you. I got that in my system. Somebody gonna be my victim. Do it for ya. Twerk for ya. Work for ya. Don't hurt for ya. Okay, listen. All right. So Nicki Minaj. Riggedy wow. Okay, listen, I'm using this picture because first half of the story is about Real Housewives of Potomac. So Nicki Minaj, the Real Housewives of Potomac has been the talk of the town lately, and more information about the recently recorded reunion has come out. As previously reported, Nicki Minaj helped host the Real Housewives of Potomac season 6 reunion last Thursday. She and longtime Housewives host Andy Cohen commemorated the occasion with a series of Instagram uploads, with the Bravo exec referring to the appearance as a trip. Okay. Yesterday, Nicki Minaj got on Instagram Live and in part dished on her experience at the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. She started off by saying the Housewives reunion, all I will say about that is if you haven't been binge watching the season, go and binge watch it because listen, it's one for the books. It's iconic. Okay, you're gonna love it. The women to me were also very charming in person. I could see why they got chosen to be on the show. You know, she went on to say, I saw something said that I went hard on Candace, but I think I went hard on everybody equally. They're tough girls on that show. I normally know who I can like be like that with, and I can tell that they were like tough enough to allow me to be like rough with them. So I think I kind of went for the jugular with everyone, not in a bad way, not in a mean way, just in a way that was like, y'all, if I go back without asking the real shit that my fans want to know, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. So I had to get into some things. Okay, which we're going to appreciate. The rapper then added, you guys are going to be thoroughly entertained, and that's all I will say about that. Candace Dillard also spoke on her experience at the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion in an Instagram video. She said, Nicki has changed my life, okay? The queen has changed my life. Me and my Bob can confirm, and Chris Bassett can also corroborate that that the queen, Nicki Minaj, was indeed at the season 6 Real Potomac reunion that happened. It was an epic moment. It was really scary, so much fun, really exciting. The best reunion, not even just Nicki coming. It was a good reunion. You know, we fussed and cussed and carried on. Some interesting stuff, some interesting interactions. Shortly thereafter, Candace proceeded to respond to a fan who asked, did Mia get hers though? While she didn't explicitly answer the question, Candace Dillard made a series of faces that seemingly implied that something went down with Mia Thornton at the reunion. Later, another fan inquired about Mia Thornton specifically, did Nicki get Mia together? After making another series of faces, Candace said, I cannot disclose, but you should be setting your alarm clocks for the reunion. It was intense. It was intense for everybody. Candace also notably dished on some behind the scenes details of the production schedule. She says, we usually film the reunion with about 4 episodes left. You're going to get 17 episodes in total. Finale is Halloween and reunion after that. And I'm hoping that it's a lot of parts. So hoping it'll be more than 4. Candace wants that check. Candace wants that check. That's what that's about. I personally, I don't want it to be that many parts. I really don't. I don't want it to be that long. That just seems like too much. Y'all are already going to drag it out. You know what I'm saying? We're already going to have at least 2 parts where we're all going to leave saying we didn't need that. And so to then add more onto that, I'm just kind of like, oh, great. Like we're all, we all love opportunities to make money and shit, but ultimately I still need for it to make sense and to not feel like it's dragging on. And sometimes when they do things like that, I feel like it's dragging on. So anyway, y'all, hold up. So that was the first part. That was the first part to the situation, okay? Where we're discussing, her going in on Candace. Listen, I'm gonna just say this about that. I think Nicki Minaj has a habit of going around and collecting people. And what she does is that she'll collect you and put you in her pocket. And then, you have to bow down. And if you don't bow down, then you'll be ostracized and then bullied by her fans. So you have to be very careful with how you talk about her, how you handle her. And I think that's why I was not necessarily excited about her being the host because of everybody's reactions. It's a catch-22. Because yes, if she comes in and dishes it out to everybody, then that's great. But if you come to be one-sided like Andy is, I'm gonna be just as frustrated, if not more, than I normally am with these fucking reunions. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but I do have high hopes for Nicki. I do. They dragging Miss Petty all on TikTok. Child, let's get into it then. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, so
Doing business with you.
this is what everybody is upset about. Nicki Minaj brands Leanne Pinnock as a fucking clown amid Jesse Nelson blackfishing claims. Okay, so let me read this. This is from The Guardian. Okay, this is what I was reading earlier. It's the article about the situation, and I want to read this, and then we'll have commentary. Okay, so stay with me. Minaj has gone on record defending Nelson, as well as attacking Nelson's former Little Mix bandmate, Leanne Pinnock. Now, mind y'all, I don't know who Little Mix is, okay? I have no idea who Little Mix is. Apparently, they're a UK based group. That's all I really know about them. And I do know that Nicki Minaj has a song with the girl, okay? So hold up, y'all. I'm going to pull this picture in, and it's not going to be in my format, and I hate that, but girl, I need y'all to see the Little Mix chick, okay? I need y'all to see it. I need y'all to see it. All right. Okay. So this is what we're gonna start with right here, because I need y'all to be able to identify who I'm talking about. Okay, the girl in the circle is the one who is causing the issues, Jesse Nelson. Okay, so Pinnock naturally has many of the features Nelson would like to co-op. In apparent leaked private messages, Pinnock called Nelson a horrible person and referred to the Blackfishing controversy. Minaj retorted by attacking Pinnock on Instagram, saying, "Only jealous people do things like this. It makes you a big jealous bozo." Nelson laughed along. Nelson exemplifies the exact attitude that makes this type of racist cosplay so desirable. She's able to make jabs at the person whose appearance she's seemingly jealous of and insist that she's not racist, too. Best of all for her, when this is over, she can wash off the tan, take off the wigs, and return to white privilege without ever having to face the impact of her actions on a community. Nelson will not deal with the impact of the hypersexualization of Black and multiracial girls, who are more likely to be sexually assaulted and less likely to be protected. In many ways, Nelson is relying on an age-old trick to make an otherwise unremarkable white artist relevant, or in some cases, relevant again. Stars like Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, and Justin Timberlake have been criticized in the past for cultural appropriation. Each of them have had an urban phase that saw them deviating from pop or country to embrace an edgier aesthetic. From Perry's padded buttock backup dancers to Miley Cyrus feigning what she described as a dirty South persona for a few years as part of her rebranding from child star. In every case, this conversion to Black culture lasts just long enough to get some hit songs under a star's belt before they move on to another cultural costume. This isn't only a problem amongst white girls. In the Korean pop industry, groups like Mamamoo have had to apologize for wearing blackface, and other stars like Big Bang D Dragon have repeatedly crossed the line by appearing in everything from Afro wigs to what appears to be blackface. The latter incident, he claimed, was a tribute to Trayvon Martin. I don't even know who that is, but child, I'm gonna let it go. At every turn, the global influence of hip hop or R&B is cited as an excuse, as if Black identities are now somehow in the public domain. On Monday, Nelson said she didn't want to offend people of color, but that she simply loved 2000s hip hop and just wanted to celebrate that era of music with the video and song that she and Nicki Minaj did together. I don't have time for the copyright. If y'all want to see it, go see it. But she is depicted, you know, with braids and the lip liner and much tanner and looking damn near the same color as Nicki Minaj. And if you know, you look at original photos of her, that is not how she looks. The problem with these excuses is that artists confuse Black American hypervisibility with power, assuming that the culture influence of Black music reflects as a level of access and protection for Black people that does not actually exist in the US, the UK, or anywhere else. Anyone who complains about harm can be framed as overreacting, which is what Nelson seems to be asserting now. How is it possible to understand the joy but not the pain? To identify with every part of the culture except the struggles that members face in their day-to-day lives? And to see hip-hop as global, but not to notice current events in your own country or even the struggles of your own bandmate with racism in the group, much less the culture that you are mimicking for profit. As the author Greg Tate's 2003 book, Everything But the Burden, what white people are taking from Black culture addresses everything about Black culture is appealing to be whiteness except the hard parts of being Black. And apparently that attitude is global, even among people who also experience oppression from white supremacy. It's not the exaggerated red lip of yesteryear, but it still feels like blackface, albeit a version updated for the digital age. Minstrel shows were among America's first cultural exports and may well be the last import. Mickey Kendall is the author of Hood Feminism, okay? And she is the author of this article, Mickey Kendall on The Guardian. And I loved her article when I first started reading it, which is why I wanted to finish reading it, okay? And we're going to play Nicki Minaj's video, you know, the audio and all of that of what she's saying, because I want y'all to see what this girl looks like, okay? Hold up, y'all. I want y'all to see what homegirl it look like. Okay, not the whole thing.
How do I get? I think I don't care. They just and yeah.
Oh. Right, about you looking like this, are you going like an absolute tramp?
Like winding down, sexy, you know.
Oh, is that what she looks like?
I'm about to wind up because I'm about to do like some photos, but I'm not wearing all this makeup. Honestly, this is my favorite filter. And hey,
hold up, y'all. I'm scrubbing
on a story, and my fans know I'm very real about type of shit, right? Like when I met you. And I'm glad we did that. We could shoot together. Yeah. She's actually really pretty. I didn't know what to expect. You know, because when I had filmed, I on the video, I didn't get to be back to be together. After I was able. But yeah, so you were so freaking dope in person, in real life.
Okay.
What part of the UK are you from?
Okay, let's scroll.
My favorite accent. Love. People out there rate it. What's your rate?
Girl,
First time I heard it,
Roman.
I realized that I had taken about myself that I thought about it. I'm like, why the fuck did I change myself? Because people had a problem with it. And you start worrying about what everyone has to say. And once you start doing that,
are y'all here with me?
Diminish who you are as a human and as an artist. And what happens? What artists? They're so free that
yes, this is the Jessie girl. This is Jessie Nelson that Nicki is talking to.
But over time, you start that you have to be this polished thing. No, nobody has to be a. We are all
okay.
Everybody's not gonna have the right answer all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway, I first want to start with the song.
Hold up.
I've had the song since March.
Looking who don't know a lot about you. my end of the pond.
I was in Little Mix for 9 and a bit years.
Okay, she was in Little Mix for 9 years. All right.
My phone stand.
Like literally the most incredible memories of being in Little Mix. But because if you don't know me outside of Little,
okay, come on. When we gonna get to this
I come
conversation?
out of it, I genuinely feel like I'm making the music for putting on weight, losing weight.
At that time,
I like how they're comparing.
Definitely, like the girls in the group, like they always stuck up for me when it comes to that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the team, like my management that I had around me at the time, I don't really feel like they were very supportive, and I don't really feel like they really people genuinely give a shit about you.
Yeah. First of all, I saw pictures of you from when you guys were on the show. You obviously know you were never fat, right? Like you have to know that, right?
Thank you.
I like how we're talking about, like, you know, things that aren't racial in comparison.
Time, like when I came in this industry, I was bullied all the fucking time.
Know that.
And thank Onika, because okay, she doesn't give a fuck. That's when they started like not going as hard. But in the beginning, and I look at when people say, "Oh, I was famous, I would do that." Now you're starting a music career, and you see how that shit feels. Now you gotta explain yourself all the time. But anyway, we'll come back to that.
I just like reacting on things that
you excited. Like I felt like it was different, and then I changed it because I said, "Wait a minute." Shout out to Black. Shout out to Mace and over in Belize. Okay, y'all. So talk about changing your life. Okay. So I changed it to that.
Oh, thank you.
Like I can tell, even though, and I love your saying, but I'm just saying, you trained like as New York. Okay, so all right, so here's it, boys, and you look. She got mad nervous as soon as I said it. Who you would marry?
No, she not doing Marry Fuck Kill.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake.
Why is she showing that ice like that?
Ooh, we gotta say some rappers. Hey, come on. Yeah.
Okay, this is aggravating me. It's aggravating me, y'all. Hold up.
I think
she's definitely a woman thing.
When someone feels big
and
because I'm like, where is it at?
Okay.
Like I click on it so that I can hear the whole thing, and now it's gone, y'all. I'm so aggravated. I'm sorry. I hate that I can't, you know, because when I pull up the site, I read the stuff, but I don't actually look at the video clips because a lot of the times I've already seen it on Instagram. Okay. So back to this damn video. So I'm mad that they posted the whole thing instead of the clip. That's annoying as shit to me. I'm sorry. I apologize. And my internet keeps doing something weird. Okay. So she said, I just want to touch on the whole tanning thing as well. When I was in a video with you, Nikki, I didn't have fake tan on. I had been in Antigua prior to that for 3 weeks. I'm really lucky as a white girl. I tan so much. She revealed comments Leanne Pinnock allegedly made. And y'all know Leanne is the black girl, right? The one who she was in a group with. Leanne even said to me in the group, are you sure you're not mixed race because you go darker than me in the sun? My hair is naturally curly. I got it from my dad. I wanted to get a wig that emulated that same texture as my hair, and I genuinely didn't think I was doing anything wrong. The whole time I was in Little Mix, I never got any of that. Then I came out of the group and people all of a sudden were saying it, okay? As soon as people, Nicki Minaj then went on to say, as soon as people can't get a bag with you, they seem to want to stop your bag. If I was rocking with you for 10 years and there was something so horrible about you, and then as soon as we part ways, I was like texting you about it, immediately that person has to wear a big red clown nose and clown boots, when people part ways, go about your fucking business. And when you brought it up behind closed doors, whatever, you're a fucking clown. Sweetheart, take them messages and shove them up your ass. Don't come out to try and ruin anyone. Let her enjoy this time. Print them text messages out, bust that ass open and shove it up that. Okay, all right, that's a lot. If you want a solo career, just say that. You can go out and do your own music. You don't have to attack someone else. It screams insecurity. Child, you're jealous. Only jealous people do things like this. And now you look like, I'm like, girl, it would take one to know one. But anyway, Nicki Minaj also called out Leanne in a series of tweets. So she went on to continue to talk about Leanne. When people can't get money with you, they always try to stop your bag. Well, only corny ones, child. Boys Out Now, going live in an hour. Don't call things out when they benefit your personal vendetta to people. Call them out immediately once you see it, child. Don't wait a decade after you've made millions with the person. Don't call. Yeah, okay, I said that part. Nicki then name dropped Leanne Pinnock and tweeted, Jay Lee bitches acting real messy. If you know someone has been suicidal from bullying in the past, why try to get a bunch of people to bully them about something else? Or I can't believe she's saying this shit. Or an even bigger scale. Shame on you. That's really sad. You don't know what people can deal with mental health. Wow. Is this coming from the same woman that not only are you alleged to have bullying Jennifer Huff, your husband's victim? Like, you're ignoring a lawsuit right now about that, which honestly, I think Real Housewives of Potomac, her looking all pretty in that video, her talking to this Jessie girl and taking this Jessie girl side and causing controversy over here is a way to help you look over here and not look over there with Kenneth Petty and Jennifer Hoff and that lawsuit that you're ignoring that you want to go into default. And how are you not bullying Leanne by publicly talking bad about her when you know what your barbs like to do to people whenever you decide to jump bad? Like, I was just like, how are you being this hypocritical in the same sentence? How in the same breath can you talk about bullying somebody and then proceed to bully somebody? Like, I do not understand, you guys. It all definitely feels like a distraction. They say she's 50 Cent. It all feels like a distraction, y'all. Absolutely. And another thing is that she's absolutely right. There are other people who do this all the time. Does that mean we can't call this girl to the carpet for it? And yes, her bandmate should have said something to her before. But why is it okay for you to bully that girl because of what she said about this lady blackfishing? This lady is absolutely blackfishing. I don't give a what she's talking about. Child, I wish them people stop calling me. Hold up. The lady is absolutely blackfishing, y'all. You know what this look like? This looks like on America's Next Top Model when they would have the girls do a shoot as someone of another ethnicity. And, they might want a white girl to look, ethnic. This is how they would do it. This is exactly how they would do it to make her look different. Okay. I'm not a fan of this. I don't care how you slice it. I do feel like white girls do this. I don't care what you're talking about. I also feel like I'm looking at pictures of Little Mix, and like I said, I don't follow them. I don't follow them at all. So I don't even know about them. But it does seem as if when she's standing next to the black girl, she looks like a white girl that hangs with black girls. But when she's in the video with Nicki, she looked like she can be, racially ambiguous or light complected or some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Even in this video, this little video with her and Nicki Minaj, she looked, she looked more ethnic. Look at her skin tone here. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at her skin tone here. Like, ma'am. I'm sorry. Look at her skin tone here. Hold up. Let me share my screen with y'all so y'all can see that Instagram post. Let me come back. Get that off the screen. Okay.
Kept on doing business with you and getting money with you and like that.
Like,
for 10 years.
Seriously?
And then as soon as we part ways,
she's
I'm
almost
like
darker than Nicki right now.
telling people to bring negative about you. Immediately, that person has to wear a big red.
And it's not even just about how she looks. It's also about the song, and you're looking for a hood dude. Like it's all of it together. And to me, was so obnoxious. And I was going to like go through all of the things to why this is so disappointing for me, for Nicki Minaj to even take this up as something that she needed to put on her back. Because why is she even doing a song with this girl? Like it just all seems so weird. Like who even knows this girl? There are so many people that you could do a song with that we know, black girls that you could do a song with. But see, I guess because you didn't ran through all of the black girls and because they won't kiss your ass, you won't do anything with them. But you'll go and get this girl and sit her up on your platform to your millions of followers and berate the black girl, okay, about whatever the situation is and defend this young woman who is obviously blackfishing and will wipe the tan off and go back to her regularly scheduled Caucasian programming whenever it suits her. And I also did not like when Nicki Minaj was drawing the comparison between black women wearing weaves. I have said this so many times on my channel, that black women were forced to assimilate. Black women have been forced to appear more Caucasian, to work, to not be assaulted, to be left alone, to be considered beautiful. There have been so many reasons throughout the history of this country and the history of this world, because right in Trinidad, there are black women bleaching their skin. So Nicki Minaj, please do not act like, because you called out Miley Cyrus for the same shit, do not act like it is lost upon you that when black women wear hairstyles, when black women do whatever they do, it is not because they want to look like a white woman. It is because they have been told they need to look more white in order to be acceptable in the system that they live in. That has been passed down. That's why we like having straight hair and all of that. And then when you want to add, oh, okay, well, the maintenance. Child, you can get somebody to maintain natural hair just like you can get somebody to maintain permed hair. Cut it out. I don't even want to hear that from y'all, okay? But I don't have any hair. I don't have any hair. Also, black people have blonde hair, Nicki Minaj. Black women have the phenotype for every different variation of human being in the world. It is scientifically proven that we can have a baby with red hair, with blonde hair, with blue eyes. I've seen dark-skinned black people with blue eyes, gray eyes. I've seen dark-skinned black people with blonde hair. And it's not just those Aboriginal people that they like to post pictures of online to show y'all that black people come in all different types of complexions and hair textures and all of that. You should know this at some point. You should know this at some point. And nobody is trying to have hair like a white woman, trying to have hair like a Malaysian bitch or a Brazilian bitch, okay? Or Cambodian bitch, okay? But all in all, the understanding is different. We are not able to turn into white women, okay, when it suits us. The way it seems as if you want to allow Jessie Nelson to turn into a black woman or a racially ambiguous woman when it suits her. That's what we're talking about. And nappy blonde. Okay, listen. Black nappy blonde hair. Okay, I don't like that word nappy. I don't like when y'all say nappy. Okay, you can say thick, you can say coarse. Okay, you can do anything else you want, but I don't like that nappy word. I don't like that. Okay, like, okay. And I have friends with red hair. So hair color is not indicative of ethnicity or, race. It's not. Hair color is not indicative. Most of them white girls bleach their hair blonde. Most of them are brunettes. The fuck? That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's a lot of times more so about the texture than anything. And I really wish y'all would, move over to wearing more Yaki style straight wigs. Because some of y'all in these plastic, synthetic straight wigs y'all like to wear, they just do nothing for your bone structure. They do nothing for your bone structure. Black women with beautiful broad cheekbones and beautiful, wide set noses and big old mouths. We need, we need volume. We need volume. We don't need flat. We need volume. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, though. Thank you, Miss Chocolate Diva, for the super chat. Hey, play cousins, y'all. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Child, just having some conversations in here. Londa, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. I think that was all of the ones that I had seen. Wait, no. William, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Bondi. I've been into Little Mix for years, and Leanne and Leanne's family both talked to Jesse about blackfishing multiple times. Okay, so they've already had this conversation, but there's really nothing that could have been done. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't force the bitch to stop doing this, basically. Her current collab list, Takashi, Doja Cat, etc. Yeah, she's always aligning herself with a problematic artist, but y'all gonna leave Doja alone because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Musically, I love me some Doja. We may not be able to kick it, but I damn sure love her musical ear. Okay? My natural hair is blonde, and I got 2 black parents. No Robin Dixon. Not no Robin Dixon. Do what you want, but I look better with Yaki wigs versus silky wigs. And that, do what you want. But I'm just saying. Don't nobody do us better than we do us. And that's what y'all be trying to do. Y'all be trying to do us better than we do us. And then when we say something about it, then we fucked up. Gaslighting. Nicki also said that there are even mixed people who try to play up to their black side and put on the black caricature because it's convenient to try to defend Leanne. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are a lot of biracial people that play up their black side. I'm sure. But the fact that they actually have one is all that matters at the end of the day. Okay? You can't tell me that I'm playing up the side of myself that I feel more kin to. It's not the same thing as completely not being black at all. You know what I'm saying? Child Doja makes great music. Ugh. So problematic though, but she hasn't said anything recently, so I'm gonna leave her alone. I want all black women to learn to embrace who they are. Even if you can't maintain it all the time, learn to embrace who you are, because we do us better than anybody else. And your hair is your hair. It came out of your head. You should love everything about yourself, y'all. You should love your natural hair texture. That's why I feel like people should really leave themselves alone for the first like 20 years, up to about 25. For the first 25 years of your life, try to leave yourself alone. Don't get no permanent changes to yourself. Change your hair color, all of that. Perms can come and go, all of that, you know. But like, don't make no permanent changes to yourself. Learn how to love yourself. And when you have a kid, when you have a little black girl, please teach them to love their facial features, their skin tone, and their hair texture, because the world is going to teach them everything but. And this is a prime example of that. Neo is biracial. Never knew that. Child, you could have fooled me. That's one of the reasons why I don't fully believe that just because somebody is considered biracial, that means that they're not black. People like to create that differentiation, but in this society, it just doesn't work that way all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just don't show up in the world in any other way than black, and their treatment and their existence is still that of a black person. That doesn't disregard them having a white side. But the truth of the matter is, all black people, especially in America, have Caucasian blood. Like, and we still show up dominantly as black people, even with having Caucasian blood. So it to me, it's a little bit different, and it's hard to, like, you know, pinpoint that and categorize that. But I still feel like Nicki Minaj loves to align herself with problematic people so that she can distract from the actual bull that's going on in her personal life and the decisions that she chooses to make. And I need for her to be the educated rich woman that she is, and not make false equivalences to black women wearing straight blonde hair. That is not the same thing as what happens in the black community. That is not the same thing. Black women can in no way, shape, or form rise to the I'm not even gonna say economic, but the social level, because it's not even about money. It's really about the totem pole in this world and in this country. And as black women, we can't even be ourselves freely without somebody making a rule about braids or, you know, black hair or what's professional. Like, we can't even be ourselves a lot of the times, but then other people can pick up our same mannerisms or our same styles, and then they can go ahead and make money and be successful and be prosperous and not be looked at in a negative light because of it. And then when it suits them, they can take it all off and go back over there to the white side. Thank you, Asia Monet, for the super chat. Nicki is gonna owe $15 million for not responding to that suit. If that's what she want to do, child. Actually, before we go, let me go ahead and look that up before we go so that we can, see what they're saying about that. Okay. So this is from Hot New Hip Hop. Okay. In August, Jennifer Huff, the woman who alleges that she was sexually assaulted by Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, filed a lawsuit against the couple. Huff alleged that she was being threatened and harassed by the Pettys, claiming that they have attempted to coerce her into changing her story. In 1995, Petty was convicted of first-degree attempted after Huff accused him of assaulting her at knife point. While he initially faced R charges, he pleaded guilty to attempted R and later served 4 years in prison, child, just to make sure. Hollywood Unlocked exclusively reported this evening, October 11, that they have a copy of new documents showing that Nicki nor her husband has responded to Huff's lawsuit. In turn, Huff's attorney has petitioned the court to consider a default judgment. According to the latest update in their case, Huff has filed default motions against them for not responding to the lawsuit. The judgment could be $15 million against them. In a request to Douglas Palmer of U.S. District Court, Eastern District of New York, Huff's attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn asked to, and I quote, please enter the default of defendants Onika Tanya Mirage and Kenneth Petty, aka Zoo, pursuant to Rule 55A, the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, for failure to plead or otherwise defend this action as fully appears from the court file herein and from attached affirmation of Tyrone A. Blackburn, Esquire. The Pettys have not publicly addressed the allegations against them, but Huff has recently featured a tearful interview on The Real, which we've all talked about on this channel previously. So she's ignoring it, and she could possibly be faced with paying $15 million because of it. So we're going to see how this all plays out. We're going to see how this all plays out. It's not alleged. It's not alleged. I was reading the article, and I guess they like to still say alleged, I guess, but it's not alleged. If he was convicted, he pled guilty, he served out the time. Okay, so I would not say alleged, but because I was reading the article. Okay. Honestly, I feel like that lady should get as much as she can, because she's had to move around and readjust her life several times because of this situation. Several times because of this situation, from what I understand. So yeah, y'all, just trying to make us look over here while something's going on over there. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Maya James is a UK TV host who is biracial. She had old tweets talking about how being mixed is better. I just saw Brianna. What is it? Brianna something or other. She's a YouTuber. I saw her video where she was talking about, she was so glad that she didn't get African-American hair. And it was just like, well, I blame your mammy for imposing that ignorant ass mindset on you just because she couldn't learn how to handle her own hair. So she keeps imposing on her daughter growing up, her biracial daughter. Oh, you're so right. You're so great because you have, hair that's not like African-American hair. Like, fuck you. I have African-American hair. I love my hair. Okay. Can we talk about Mia trying to get Candace fired? I did not realize Mia tried to get Candace fired. I did not realize that. I know somebody tried to get a petition to get Candace off the show. And I just kind of feel like, I don't know why y'all are that upset about somebody saying your mama. I'm sorry. Get over it. Get over it. Nigga said her biracial hair damaged as hell. So congrats, sis. Because I really don't do anything with it. Yes, y'all gotta go get a life. Like, y'all gonna show up to watch Candace and all of them fight, but y'all want Candace. Why do y'all want Candace off the show, but y'all don't want Giselle, Robin, Ashley? Y'all don't want any of them off the show, but you want Candace off the show. Why is that? Because Candace goes too far, right? Because any of the things that Giselle and Robin and Ashley and all of them have done have not been above, have not been below the belt or too much over time. Posting these old tweets probably. Can we talk about the Superman coming out by? It's not Superman. It's Superman's son, right? And it's in the comic. It's in the comic. They make those types of changes in the comics all the time. It's not a big deal. Those comics usually are like collector's items, and kids don't even usually read those. And even if they did, I feel like What's wrong with your kids understanding that there are straight, gay, and bisexual people? It's an understanding that they're going to have eventually. Like, y'all have got to stop overreacting. I don't want Monique to return because if Candace and Monique can't get to a better space, that's not what I want. I do not want Candace and Monique to be fighting again. That's not what I want. If they can like fix their friendship, if Candace can grow up and admit her own part in it, and then Monique re-apologize and they have a come to Jesus moment and cry and hug and make it better and really move on from there. If they can do that, I would absolutely love to see Monique back on the show. But Monique does not need to be back on this show if that's not what they're gonna give. Because all they're gonna do is turn her into another person that they're gonna pinpoint to target and fuck with. And I'm just I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I don't know why everybody's so upset at Candace, because Heavenly often used to say, they used to be mad at Heavenly too. They be mad at Heavenly too. They show just not on right now, so can't nobody remember, because y'all know, y'all, it happened and y'all be mad and y'all don't be mad no more. Y'all done forgot. Candace Reed's make the show, in my opinion. She's my level of I don't give a fuck. I say that often. Yeah, I don't know why they want this. This is what I've been hearing a lot of. Y'all know, actually I've been binging Erica De Niro lately. Y'all mentioned her enough. When we first started doing the Ooh Ladies First panel, for me to be like, man, let me go see what Erica's talking about, because I had never really watched her. Currently I'm obsessed. Currently I'm constantly checking to see, what she's talking about. And apparently her opinion of Candace in the situation has been extremely problematic for the people in her comments. And she likes to read her comments. There are a lot of people that like to read the comments. I don't. I like to read the chats. I'll be in here with y'all in the chats for the lives and all of that. I may see a comment every, now and again, and I'll like or, block the person or whatever. But I'm not about to sit here and go through those comments unless I'm doing it for a video and y'all are going to pay me for my pain. Because I'm not about to be reading slugs to my intelligence and my, and my emotions and shit just for the sake of, talking to people. Fuck out of here. I'll do lives and we'll talk that way. But she was talking about how a lot of the people want Monique to come back so she can fight Candace. And I'm like, why? Why? Why is that what you want? Why is that what you want? I want them to be friends again. I never wanted them to fall out. And that's always what I was upset about. But you know what I realized? And maybe this is just how I've been feeling recently. But recently, I've just been feeling like I don't really care. Y'all can scream to the top of y'all lungs in them damn comments if y'all want to. Y'all can call me low budget. Y'all can call me broke, bad bodied, ugly. Y'all can call me whatever the fuck y'all want to call me. I am aware and I know who I am. Because people love coming at me sideways like I did something to them, like I know who they are. I'm like, honey, you are way too upset for somebody that has never met me in person. You are way too upset for somebody that has never met me in person. And I said the same thing about Candace. Y'all are way too upset with Candace over this situation. Like, you want somebody to beat her up. You want her to get fired. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's way too much. And honestly, I have always pointed out that I felt there was colorism in the way the show was ran, meaning the people who are held accountable on the show versus the people who are not held accountable on the show. Erica De Niro, do I have any look her up? Look her up. I'll post one of her videos on my community page after I finish this live so that y'all can go follow her, because she gives really great content. And she's put me on to some other really great content as well. And then in turn put me on some other really great content. So I've been I've been swimming through YouTube these days. And normally I don't do that. I like to keep my own perspective, so I don't watch everybody's shit, but I really enjoy content creators. So I often kind of go through phases of only watching a few people and then being more explorative, and then only watching a few people and then being explorative. So, I love your ability to see things from multiple perspectives. Thank you, Kenya. It is the Gemini in me that, tries to look at things from all areas. And that's just because I like to cover my bases. Candace is great for the show. People have to be reminded that it's entertainment. Thank you, Rasheen, for the super chat. I agree. And I really do feel like the colorism is happening because of the way y'all are responding to Candace. Y'all want Candace to disappear off the fucking face of the earth because she said something y'all didn't like. And I feel like that has to be a representation of colorism, because Ashley has been just as problematic, and I have never seen anybody try to get her kicked off this show. Bondi, I have a sister who loves to take light jabs at me, and when I go off, I'm the one that's doing too much, and guess what? I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. Child, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. If you don't want it, leave me the fuck alone, because you know how I am. Candace, Monique, Mia's mama sleep peacefully at night while y'all losing your mind in these comments. Just speak your opinions and move on, child, because that's what the YouTubers do. That's what we do. We say what we gotta say, and we get the hell off of here. Like it's not that deep, y'all. It's just a show, and people really take it too far. They do, but I think they take social media period too far. Y'all are actively having arguments and disagreements that are raising your blood pressure with a person that you are not even like ever going to see. You don't know if it's a real person. Like at some point you have got to just laugh at people. At some point you have got to pay people the dust that they are living under. Like, and you know, sometimes y'all, I am in a total mood to laugh at, antagonize, and play total dust to people that are just so upset because I get up here and state my opinion, instead of them getting up and doing what they should do, and that's state their opinion and garner support for their opinion. I ain't even trying to really garner support. I just say what the fuck I say. And if you agree, that's great. If you disagree, hey, that's great too. Thank you for the view. Either way, I respect other people's opinions, but I feel like y'all get more mad at the people y'all like on YouTube when we give commentary that y'all don't agree with. Y'all get really mad at us about that shit. And then y'all act like it's us when we feel offended by things that are said to us that are offensive. I am not I'm not a punching bag, and I won't be. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, I never want to get to a space where I'm turning off comments, but I'm not above it. I'm not above it. But then I would actually have to read it in order to care. And I don't really care like that. Ra Ali situation. Child, when Ra Ali responds to the shit, I'll actually care. Because from what I understand, there's some real thirsty ass dude, you know what I'm saying, just out here talking about coming on Ra Ali's face and how she's, you know, doing the most ever since she became a podcaster. I'm like, first of all, I don't give a fuck about Ra Ali like that in order to care about whose cum was on her face, that she was cheating on her husband. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about Ra Ali. I don't care about her or her podcast. Whoever the dude is, at the end of the day, you're bitch made as hell. Like whatever you did with that lady, that's y'all business. And you deciding to spray her because she's paying you dust, you're bitch made. You're vagina. I don't even know your name, but I'm sorry. Pick your pussy up, B, because it's falling out your skirt. Pull it up. People are hate watching for Candace. No producer in their right mind would get rid of Candace. Child, why would they? If Michael and Robin isn't off the show, no one else should be off the show. Of course, they need to be off for different reasons, but they need to go. I agree. She has responded and she just went in circles. Child, I don't have time for that because I don't care. Like there are certain people, y'all, I really don't care, because I feel like a lot of times when things happen is because they want somebody to care about what they got going on, and I just don't. People take social media way too far. Someone disagreed with the YouTube comment and messaged me on Facebook to argue with me. Child, it's the same thing. It's people being mad about my opinion over here, and they know I didn't read their comments, so they come over to my Instagram and decide to comment under my pictures with, you know, you Leo. I just be like, child, block. Don't come over here with that. I don't play with y'all on Instagram, bitch. I see you on Instagram. I see you. And I will block the shit out you. I will block. I will block. And I don't even block people as much as I probably should. But either way, y'all, once y'all leave Lil Candy Girl alone, once y'all leave Candace alone and let her be extra. And if y'all don't like her, don't watch the show. But I don't think, you know, just like I feel about the Dave Chappelle situation, like you don't get to decide somebody doesn't get to do their thing because you don't like them. If you don't like them, then you don't support them. But don't be trying to like garner support so that people can't make their bag no more. Like the fuck? What are my thoughts on Lizzo's dress? Why y'all doing this? I think she looked good from the back, but I did not like the fact that she didn't have on a bra. I would have preferred for Lizzo to have on a nude all into one bodysuit that was like really close to her skin tone underneath it, so that it looked better, because the way that fabric was falling on her body, and then her titties are just sitting up there like that, and it's like, girl, your titties not sweating. I was talking about this on my Relax with Blue channel earlier this morning. Thank you, LASHAE, for becoming a member. I appreciate you, love. But like the way her titties was, I was just like, girl, that looked like so much titty sweat. Why are you not wearing a bra? Like when I looked at it, I was just like uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was like, what type of material is that rubbing up against your nipples? Like, oh my God. Like it was just so much uncomfortability. But from the back, I thought it looked great. When I saw the picture she had from the back, I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? I liked it. But yeah, I really wanted her to have like a bodysuit on. I don't know how my membership was canceled. Oh, let me tell you something, LASHAE. YouTube sometimes does not see it for me. Sometimes YouTube takes y'all out of subscribe. They unsubscribe y'all for me. They deactivate y'all memberships for me. I don't know why. But I appreciate y'all continuing to come back and look for me. I appreciate every single one of y'all that look for my videos, come to my page to look for me, instead of always just looking for me to show up on your timeline. I love y'all. Did she have on panties? I think she did have on like a thong. She had on a thong, because you can show titties, but you can't show your vagina. So I think she had on like a thong. Yeah. I thought the material was beautiful. I think it looked beautiful on her skin. I thought her hair and makeup were really beautiful. But I wanted her to have on a bodysuit under the dress. Like I really did. It's the fit and poor execution of the look, right? But everybody is going to make it seem like, like honestly, I don't like when I see girls out, and I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck what your size is, when they're out with no bra on underneath something that's see-through like that, And I get it. When girls get their titties done and they be sitting up there hard like rocks, I still want you to have pasties on or something. But even then, I'm like, so do the titties still not sweat under here? See, that's my whole thing, y'all. It's the titty sweat. The titty sweat. I don't like it. Y'all, when I don't have a bra on, the titty sweat will end up like all the way down here, y'all. The titty sweat will be all on my abs, okay, if I don't have on a bra. So even when I'm walking around my house, I'm going to have on some type of like bralette or a sports bra that's not like so uncomfortable, but it keeps my boobs like sitting up. And also with something under them so that it can catch like the sweat, because I cannot stand titty sweat, y'all. Maybe she put deodorant under it. What kind of deodorant you think gonna work like that? Because even though like your underarms I've just never put deodorant under because I never thought it was like okay. Like maybe that like natural. And then also like I don't know, maybe if I sprayed my Dove under my titties, that would work. I just never thought to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's too close to my organs for me to be spraying shit that in 10 years, y'all gonna have commercials talking about if you use this in 2018, if you spray deodorant under your breast, then you could possibly, get some money because this product caused cancer in your boobs. Like, yeah, no, when talcum powder turned out to be giving people ovarian cancer because girls will put, or what I'm saying, they will put powder in their panties because of the moisture to like, when it's hot and all of that. Yeah, y'all, I don't put powder on my body at all because I don't trust the powder is not going to eventually try to kill me. And y'all say that the deodorant definitely works. Okay. I'm here for y'all with that. But I still feel like I don't know if I won't put no deodorant under my titty. And I don't know if that's what Lizzo did. I use Dove deodorant too. But I still wanted her to have on a bra. I still wanted her titties to be sitting up. I want, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be giving, like titty, tits up. I'm not a fan. And I don't care what size you are. I am not a fan of the titties just being there, and that's the society we live in because I wish I felt differently. Because sometimes when I'm on here and I don't have, like if I be on, y'all know I'm in Instagram jail right now. I stay in Instagram jail. You can't say bitch on Instagram no more. I didn't know that. I have to start, stop commenting and shit. But anyway, if I'm in here in my house and I don't have a bra on, people, why you got a bra on? Because I'm in my fucking house. Because I'm in my house. That's why. Because I'm in my house. But if you saw me out on the street in a see-through dress, you better believe I was going to have a bra on. You better believe I was going to have a bra on. I don't care what size you are. I see a lot of y'all talking about loom. Okay, so y'all put loom under y'all titties. Okay. That's good to know. You aren't the only one, Hannah. As soon as I come up, bra comes off immediately. Oh no, absolutely. Especially a real bra, one that's supposed like meant to like right now I have on a bralette, y'all. Old Navy bralettes. Who else bralettes do I really like? I mean, my bare necessity bralettes, I love those, but I love a good bralette. Give me an extra small bralette. Loom, I believe they're saying loom is a antiperspirant that won't give you cancer. That New Orleans humidity gives serious boost with, though the rest of the country may not understand. Okay, KA, you are absolutely right. I be forgetting. I have a sweatshirt on right now because it was cold in my house. Outside, it's hell. The devil is out there. Anyway, I've been talking for long enough. I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I enjoy these conversations. There are 1,000 of y'all in here. And I really do feel like y'all must really fuck with me if there are 1,000 of y'all in here for a 2-hour video. So I'm going to continue to give y'all this content. Please make sure y'all go to the BondyBlue and subscribe to one of my secondary channels because I did a video with my weight loss journey. Okay, I did a video that basically took y'all from when I did my first challenge to my last challenge. It shows y'all in video, like my body and the transformations and all of that. Y'all can also follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see like the videos of my workouts. I'm gonna, put some more of them on the BondyBlue. But if y'all want to see that live, I did it last night impromptu and went ahead and transported it over there to the BondyBlue. If y'all want to see it, I posted it on my community page as well. So yeah, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check out that content. And I'll see y'all later.